Hello and welcome to Books of Blood. My name is John, and today I'm going to be doing the cover war tag video. I was tagged for this by E.D. Lewis. The original tag was done by the Book Buds. Alright, check out their channel when you get the chance, okay? So what this is basically you take two covers, you hold them up, and you say which one you think is the nicest, alright? So I went through my covers and everything. I was a little lazy. I picked the covers that were right in the area where I am instead of going all over the house. But so what you do is, like I said, you pick excuse me, you pick the cover you like from the two that you hold up, and then you kind of do it like a tournament. Now, I didn't really think this through about how to do this as far as doing it tournament wise, so I believe I'm going to do 12 covers and then the other 12 covers, and I'll put those up against each other. So I'll try to do that. I don't know. Or I may just do it without doing it tournament wise. I may just pick the nicest covers from each one, and then we'll take it from there. And hopefully this video won't take forever. Alright. So, and I kind of themed these also. So for the first one, we're going to have the best, and my books are way down here, so I got to pick them up. And I got to take this one, or take one of them out of the slipcase. Alright. Okay, so the first one we're going to have is the best Dracula cover. And I had a lot to choose from. Alright. As you can see, I look like I pulled teeth back here. You know, they're cavities or whatever. Alright. So the first one's best Dracula cover. So you got this one, and I don't have a lot of space to show both books, but you got this one here, and then you have this one, nice simple cover, but then you got this nice red crushed velvet. So which one do I like best? You know what, I think I'm going to go with this one. Now this was definitely the more expensive book. I got this from the Folio Society, and it cost me a decent amount of money. So, but I still say that this is the nicer looking book, even though it was a cheaper book. But it's just a beautiful cover. I mean, you can't miss it when it's in the store. I sure didn't. Okay? Alright, so we're going to go this one as the winner. So tell you what, I'm going to put the winner down here. Alright? Okay, I'm going to put the loser back in its case. You guys bear with me. I'm sorry. I don't want me taking so long. Alright, I'm going to put the loser back in its case. I'm going to put it over here on my bed. My bed's right in front of me. I got my camera stand or whatever right up against the bed. It's actually a shelf, and then I've got the camera on top of it. Alright, so next up we have got best Frankenstein cover. So the first one we got is the new annotated Frankenstein. And I'll try to hold both of these up. And this one here is one that I got from Ethereal Visions, and that is this one here. Okay? This is a close one. Very close one. I like both of these. I love the skull and the lettering and just the way this book looks. And then this one here has got the nice green to it, and it's got like scenes from different Frankenstein. There's Mary Shelley. There's just different stuff from here. But you know what? I'm going to have to go with this one as the winner. So let me hold both of them up again. I'll hold them up separately. There you go. Alright. And then I'll hold this one up. Okay. Alright. And we're going to put, like I said, that one's, the gold one is the winner. Sorry, I don't know if I made that clear or not, but the gold one is the winner. Alright. Okay. Now these next two books are not as bulky, so they're easier to hold up, and I can probably hold them back together. This is the one for the best The Haunting of Hill House cover. Alright. You got these two here. This one glows in the dark. Or since this is The Haunting of Hill House, this one glows in the night, in the dark. Okay. Alright, so there's that one. That was actually the first Hill House book I bought, was this one here. And I bought many more since then, but then there's this one here. And both of them are really nice. But you know what? I got to go with this one. I mean, just the colors on this just pop out, and that eye and everything, that just looks really gnarly, as they used to say a long time ago. Nobody else says it nowadays until me. Anyway, yeah, I got this one for the winter. Okay. All right. Okay, next. Next up, and this is another case of having a cheaper book going up against a more expensive book. And this is Best Edgar Allan Poe. Alright, so first of all, you have This and Nothing More, and these are stories of Edgar Allan Poe, and this is from Ethereal Visions Publishing. Alright. Nice, simple gray cover, but the artwork is just fantastic. And then I got this from Barnes & Noble. Nice and colorful. You got the raven there with Nevermore, the beautiful lettering. It's kind of raised up and everything. Believe it or not, again, I'm going to go with the cheaper cover. I think this one looks nicer. The other book, now inside this one, the one inside, if you judge for inside, the other one would be the winner, but we're going by the outside. Alright, and this is it. Edgar Allan Poe, The Complete Stories or Tales and Poems. And I just got this. I got this at Barnes & Noble for $25. Alright? Beautiful cover. And I love ravens, too. So that really was a bonus. Okay. So, moving on. Trying to do this as fast as I can. Okay. So, next up, we're going to have Best Bram cover. Now, Bram is author and artist, and he draws his own stuff. So, first what we're going to show is Krampus, the Yule Lord. Okay. Alright, there's that one. And then there is Slewfoot. Now, let's hold both these up. You know what? I'm going to go with Slewfoot, and not because I've read Slewfoot and love Slewfoot, because I just like this cover just a little bit more. I love the kind of old world simplicity to it, and that's Abigail, or not Abigail, Abatha on the broomstick there. Okay, so yeah, Slewfoot for the win. Let's put that over there. Okay, alright, next we've got Best Ramsey Campbell cover. Ramsey Campbell is a British author. He's written quite a number, excuse me, got a little itchy nose there. He's written quite a number of horror novels over the years. He's won more awards than just about anybody. Alright, so the first one I'm going to hold up, and both of these are from Flame Tree, but first one I'm going to hold up is The Hungry Moon. Alright, and I like this one because you got kind of the moon here, but then you kind of got like this landscape, but the landscape is kind of like a skull too. And then The Influence. Now I've read The Influence, I loved it. This kind of apparition, you can't see whether it's with its back to us or whether it's facing us. It's just that kind of a dark figure. And then you got The Hungry Moon. Which one am I going to go for? You know what? I'm going to go for this one here. Alright, it's just a little bit spookier looking than The Hungry Moon. Okay. Alright. Okay, next we have Best Michael McDowell cover. Alright. So, again, I was kind of lazy. I could have picked a few other Michael McDowell books to choose from, but I picked these. I'm sorry. Ooh, I got a little itch right there. I hate that. Sorry about that. Anyway, the first one we're going to do is his very first book, or at least the first one to be published. This is The Amulet. Alright, and that's kind of cool with that hand coming out of nowhere to grasp the amulet, and then it's like it's almost like there's a person inside there. Like they're kind of almost like they're trapped. Okay? And then we're going to go with, then we're going to see with Gilded Needles. Okay? Alright, so which one would you pick? You know what? I think I'm going to go with Gilded Needles. So there you go. Okay. Alright, and next up is Favorite Frank de Felita Frank Felita is the author of The Entity, Golgotha Falls, Audrey Rose. He actually directed the movie, the TV movie Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. But anyway, the two I'm going to pick today to go up against each other are Golgotha Falls. This is kind of a religious horror novel. And The Entity. I read both. I've read this one. I liked it. It's been a long time ago, but I need to read it again. And I haven't read this one, but I love the movie. Alright? But you know what? I think I'm going to make this one the winner. That cover just pops. I mean, there's just something gorgeous about it. There's so much. That cover's gorgeous. Alright? I mean, it's just creepy gorgeous is what it is. Okay? Alright, so there you go. We're going to choose The Entity. Alright. And I hope you guys don't think I'm too weird doing it like this, but I like to do things a little bit differently sometimes, okay? Alright, so next we have got Best Thomas Wold Without cover. So you have Hex. It's a very simple cover, okay? Now there is another version of this cover that's a little bit nicer. If I'd had it, I would have chosen that one to show off or to do. And then you have Echo. Okay, I'm going with Echo. I mean, just the colors alone on this make it a lot nicer, but it's also got just an eerier look to it. So let's go with Echo. Alright. Okay, winding down for the first round. Okay, so Best Halloween theme cover. We got The Witch of Halloween House. Got the kind of the old decrepit looking old house and the pumpkins and the bats and the moon. Or Dark Harvest with, what's his name, Johnny something, Johnny Halloween or October Boy. The October Boy, I believe is what that is. You know what? I'm going to go with this one right here, Dark Harvest. Just a creepy cover. Really creepy. Pumpkins can be creepy. Yeah, they can. But anyway, that's the loser. Alright. Okay, and now this one's a little confusing because all the books, the last 4 books I have are all Paperbacks from Hell books with the insignia, Paperbacks from Hell. But I'm dividing it up. So the first one is going to be my favorite Lisa Tuttle cover, and between that you have Familiar Spirit and you have A Nest of Nightmares. Which one? Let's see. You know what? I think I'm going to go with A Nest of Nightmares. Okay. So there's that. That's the winner. The other one's pretty nice too, but I'm going to go with A Nest of Nightmares. Alright. Okay, so finally, for the first round, we have best or favorite paperback, or to me, one of my favorite, or best paperbacks from Hell covers. And the choices of those are Gwen in Green, okay, and The Auctioneer. Now, both of them are pretty eerie, creepy covers. This one with this kind of winter setting and the truck parked out there, and just something about it. There's something ominous about it. And the lettering, the way it goes. But I'm going to go with Gwen in Green as my favorite. Okay. So there you go. Alright. So that is round 1. Okay. And I've actually got a friend coming to pick me up in just a little bit. My phone has been acting up and they need to fix it. I got it 2 days ago and they need to fix it. I can't even make or receive calls, and I can't send out messages either. Or receive them, I don't think. But anyway, they need to fix that. Alright, so let's move on to round 2. This is kind of weird. I'm not really sure how to work this as far, but I'm going to do my best with it. So let me do a little bit of restacking here. Okay. And just kind of stack everything from bottom to top. Okay. Alright. So now this is really nothing. It's just which one has the nicer cover now. So we're going to go with Dracula or Frankenstein. Okay. Again, you know what? I'm going to go with Dracula. Okay. I'm trying to get through this as quick as possible. Okay. All right, next up. Next we have got Edgar Allan Poe versus The Haunting of Hill House. This is a tough one. Very tough. You know, tell you what, I'm going to go with Edgar Allan Poe. There's just something about that cover that I love. I love the other cover, but this one that's another one, it just stands out. Okay? And sorry to be ducking my head so much. I know that's annoying probably. Alright. Okay, next we've got Slewfoot versus The Influence. Okay. I'm going with Slewfoot. Alright, so there you go. Let's put The Influence back over here. Hold up Slewfoot real good. Okay. And we've got The Entity versus Gilded Needles. Got a winner right here. That's the one I choose. That's just an awesome cover. Alright. Okay. And we've got Dark Harvest versus Echo. Let's hold them both up. Get the glare out of there. Hold them close. Alright. You know what? I think I'm going to go with Echo once again. Okay. Like I said, trying to get this thing done quick. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm not my excitable self today. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong or anything like that. But I haven't been awake very long, and so my excitable voice is not ready yet. Anyway, last but not least, as far as this round is Gwen in Green and A Nest of Nightmares, and I'm going to go with Gwen in Green as a favorite. Okay. So let's put Gwen in Green down there. Alright. Okay, so let's do this once again. Alright, so now we have got, and this is round 3, I guess. We've got Dracula and Edgar Allan Poe. Okay. Man, Dracula is the winner. That's just a beautiful cover. You can't deny that. I just love that cover. Let me show that thing off. And this thing's illustrated too. It's got little illustrations all through the book. Alright. But yeah, and this is all like not raised, but you can feel the velvet. But then when you touch the letters are kind of indented. Alright. So there's that. The Entity versus Slewfoot. Ooh boy. Ooh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know what? I gotta go with Slewfoot. I'm going with Slewfoot. And if it seems like I'm playing favorites with Slewfoot, maybe I am. I don't know. Alright. Okay. Alright. And then, and this came out kind of weird because I'm going to have 3 books left. So, this is interesting. Alright, so that's when you got Echo and Gwen in Green. Alright, let's see. You know what? I think I'm going to go with Gwen in Green. It's a pretty cool cover. Alright. Okay, so now you know what? I'm at kind of a conundrum because I have 3 books left to choose from when it should have been 2. So I probably should have done an odd number of books instead of an even number, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, the first ones you have, and I guess whoever wins this will go up against Gwen in Green. You have Dracula and Slewfoot. This is a hard one. This is very tough, okay? Oh, man. As much as I love Slewfoot, and that cover is just fantastic, you know what? I'm going to have to go Dracula over Dracula. Again, this cover is just beautiful, okay? Alright, so that's going to pit Dracula, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be a competition, but it's going to pit Dracula against Gwen in Green. Yeah, it's hands down no competition. This is, out of these covers, this one is the nicest, the most beautiful and just awesome cover. And the artwork is by Edward Gorey, Edward Gorey. So I mean, you can't go wrong right there. So yeah, we're gonna go with Dracula as the #1 cover. It is the winner. If this had been if I had 30 books, this would have been like the cover war Royal Rumble or something like that. Anyway, so thank you, E.D. Lewis, for tagging me. I really appreciate it. Thank you to the Book Buds for creating this tag, and thank you to all of you out there who are watching. Okay. I know my videos have been kind of strange lately, with not doing very many book-related things, and it's just that I'm not reading as much as I have been. So there you go. It's a little bit harder for me to keep doing book videos, and I appreciate you guys watching the movie and the reading videos, the 50 Years of Horror Movies and the readings, excuse me, from Ghost Schools and Other Horrors videos. I appreciate that, even though not as many are watching, you know, and I understand that. Anyway, thank you very much, and take care and stay scared. Bye-bye.